How's it going? I'm Ryan. Today I'm going to go over the one trade that I took on MNQ. I caught a long off the morning move up, and that was it for me on the day. We'll go over what I was watching coming into the day, and then the trade that I took and walk through that. First, let's take a peek at the hourly chart here. So coming in the day, we had a big move up yesterday, obviously, especially in the after hours. Um, Pre-market setting, that pre-market high, pretty high up there, kind of establishing a little bit of this range. Also in the pre-market, we'd come down, pulled back almost to this level, 19,780 or so, we'll call it, and established that pre-market low and was bouncing in the morning. So basically was looking for price action around kind of this consolidation areas on the chart. On the hourly, such as this area on like 19,850. You see, we had some support there before we broke it. We were rallying back up. Yeah, so it was kind of watching if we broke down further below this level or kind of broke back up and continued this uptrend that we've been in for the past however many weeks. So it's kind of just playing waiting to see and then playing the trend that it gave us. So coming into the day, you see that we had this big move up in the after hours. We had this big move up. We had a pullback, not quite to this level, but came here and started to base a little bit. We opened up off this level and pushed right up. Some price action from that after hours and pre-market session I was watching was kind of like this area in here, between like 19,845, 19,850 or so. It's that same kind of area you can recognize on the hourly here if we look at that. Right in here, we have those wicks down. So initially what I was watching was, we were below the EMA. I was watching, we were coming up and kind of testing that EMA and then testing this level. The bottom of that range, I was wanting to see if we would reject here and continue down, or if we would, move back up and claim it and continue up on the uptrend. So really we're just kind of waiting to see what we do at this point. I felt like it was a point of interest, whether we'd reject or, break and hold it and continue up. So was really waiting for price action to give me some sort of confirmation. We get a bounce into this area. This candle didn't quite get to the level that I was watching. This next candle closed very strong right at that level, so I don't want to short off that. Like I said, I was watching for a potential rejection here, but price action just indicated that we had strength. And you see, we have some high volume coming in. As we break above that level, we kind of start testing this area, holding the EMA, and I got in long, I think, on this candle here. So once we had broken it and then came down and held it here, I was looking at this as a bit of like a bull flag, almost like we came up, we're holding this level. We're going to see that continuation to the upside. Was a little bit risky. My stop loss almost got hit. What I was looking to do for this trade was I was entering here. We kind of had a defined level. We had some wicks in the area, so I put my stop loss around like 845, somewhere down in here. So just giving a little bit of room to breathe. And then my first take profit was about 20 points up, kind of like right at this next level above yesterday's high, around 880 or so. Then I took, I added 5 contracts, or I added 5 position, stop loss around 845, first take profit around, that 880, so about a 20 point move initially, took 3 off there. Another contract or another long position was taken off 10 points above that, so around like 890, somewhere in here. And then the final one I placed just at the top of this swing high here, around 910, because it was about perfectly 50 points from my entry. And a 50-point move is incredible, even if it's only one contract. So that was kind of how I spaced things out, where I placed my stop loss, where I was looking at previous price action to determine areas to take profit. I was a little concerned that we were kind of struggling to break above yesterday's high, But I was looking at yesterday as well in that after hour session. You see kind of rejecting off of it. And once it broke, it really made a strong push. And then you can see here that we were bouncing from this area in here and kind of breaking through that yesterday high without too much issue. And so seeing that and seeing us hold the EMA, yeah, it was a shot I was willing to take. Like I said, I was a little nervous. I felt like once we broke above that yesterday's high, it would really soar. We got that breakout here, but then these two candles here really made me nervous that we were going to reject, that was a false breakout. But I just stayed true to the plan and kept the stop loss where it was, take profits where they were, and it played out perfectly. Could have captured, almost like another 20 points or so from where I took profit. I guess another 10, 15 points but no, you can never time the absolute top. Had I been a little greedy and tried to really wait for like pre-market high, I don't think we would have got there. So that's that. As we were running up, obviously my remaining contract that I left as a runner, I just kind of moved up using established swing lows. So initially it was to break even, then we kind of created this swing low and started pushing up, so then it's below this swing low. And then once we started getting close to that take profit, I kind of slid the stop loss up to prevent, a big pullback taking too much of my profit. But was still just kind of letting it run, sliding that stop loss up slowly but surely. That was it for me on the day. That was really early in the day. That was the first, half an hour of the morning. So I finished really early. From there, we got some pretty good volatility, right? Big drop off that high day, followed by some, like a bear flag into another massive drop. And then just, kind of following that EMA on the way down. I was looking at this as some tricky price action. I think that would have got me, right? We break below that key level, the EMA. We have those long upper wicks. It looks weak. I think I probably would have, liked a short position here. But, it reverses and that would have been a failed trade. But that one's a tricky one that I was watching. That's not an easy read there on the price action. But yeah, for the rest of the day, kind of like chopped around. It was a one and done, getting it over quick and easy. That's all I got for you. Thank you for watching. I do trade live Monday through Friday. I'll be here all week trading. Stop by if you feel so inclined. I'd love to have you. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you for watching. Peace.